For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy FC24 coins, check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at the checkout for 5% off your order. Yes then YouTube, we are back with a brand new updated 352 custom tactics video for you. Please drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel if you are new around here, that would mean the world to me. Also, I am going to be dropping some tutorials over the next few weeks. Let me know in the comment section down below which tutorials you would be most interested in, because there's a couple that I have in mind, but if there is any that you aren't, that I'm not thinking about, let me know in the comment section down below and I will do them for you. So today is the 352. You are definitely going to want to use balanced on the defensive style 100%. The key thing with the 352 is getting it right defensively. This formation is elite going forward anyway. So it's all about getting it right, getting it nice and compact and really hard to break down, because if you don't, you'll struggle with this formation a lot. It's one of the it's probably the formation that I have said probably since like FIFA 18. If you can get the 352 right defensively, it's genuinely the best formation in the game, because you've got everything. You've got the width from the left and right mid. You've got the cam behind the two strikers. I call that the holy trinity, the holy triangle. It's so good. You've got the two CDMs giving you defensive support. So get it right defensively, you've got the best formation on the game. That's why I'm using balanced. I would stay well away from pressure on heavy touch and press after possession loss with the 352. The defensive width though, you are going to want to go. That is a tongue twister. You are going to want to go. Bloody hell, say that quick. Very narrow with this, making us nice and tight and compact, especially with the left midfielder and the right midfielder tucking back when we don't have the ball. You really want them to be playing as kind of like a left wing back and a right wing back. Kind of like, if you think of it like a 5 at the back. Basically, the 352 attacks and defends in two very different formations. And that's what makes it so good. And that's why you are going to want to go a little bit more narrow. Because when we're defending and we want that left midfielder and right midfielder really tucking in, we want to be a little bit more narrow so they are nice and tight next to our centre-backs. The defensive depth, though, you do have two options, YouTube. Yes, and you can probably guess the first option that I'm going to tell you. It is, of course, 71 depth. I hate to be that person, but yes, it is the most broken and OP thing on this FIFA EAFC 24 right now. It is disgustingly overpowered, YouTube. It really is. If any of you don't know what 71 depth does, when we lose the ball, our team will automatically press and automatically offside trap up the pitch. But we won't lose our stamina like if we are using a pressure on heavy touch or press after possession loss. Because of how badly the game is coded, the game doesn't recognise that we're using a pressing tactic. So we don't drain our stamina like that. Also, it completely kills your opponent's offensive AI. It's really weird. Because of the press and the offside trap that it does, your opponent's offensive AI kind of just glitches out. It's really weird. So that's why I'm using it. But, and there is a but, if you are a better human being than I am and you're not using 71 depth, I would recommend 55 or even 50 depth with the 352. Remember what I said at the start of the video. It's all about getting this formation right defensively. We don't need to go too YOLO or too gung-ho defensively at all with the defensive depth. If anything, we're just going to concede more goals when we're doing that. So that's why I would recommend 50 or 55. But of course, I'm using 71. The offense, yes, you guessed it, balanced and direct passing. Let me know in the comment section down below, though. Do you use anything else other than balanced and direct passing? It's pretty simple why I have it on. I just think we score more goals with it, and my spreadsheet and my data back it up. One thing I will say, though, long ball balanced. It's good. I like it. Definitely a viable option, long ball balanced. Like, 100% is good. But I much prefer balanced and direct passing. The offensive width, I actually do go a little bit more narrow, so I do go down to 45. The reason being is, like with the defensive width, I want my left and right midfielder to stay wide anyway. You'll see what I have them on in the player instructions in a minute. So I kind of do want my two CDMs, my cam and my two strikers, to be a little bit more narrow together. So I've got more passing options and passing lanes to go through when I'm using it. So that's why I'm using 45 width. Players in the box is 7. Pretty simple. More players that we have in the box, the more goals we will score and the more likely we are to score a goal. If 7 is too high for you though, 6 is good. Definitely. Someone actually recommended 6 on a video for me a couple of weeks ago. I've been trying it out. It's good. Definitely is good, but I do prefer 7. 2 corners and 2 free kicks. Custom tactics done. Let's get into the player instructions. Now you are about to see something humongous which has changed, YouTube. Yes, something humongous has changed. So one of your strikers, well, first of all, both the strikers are on stay central and getting behind. So that's the first thing. Both of them are on stay central and getting behind. The second thing you're going to want to do is then pick a striker that you think is better defensively. Put that striker on comeback on defence. So only one of the strikers is on comeback on defence. And what will happen is that striker will tuck nicely next to the two CDMs when we don't have the ball. So we're basically defending in a 5-4-1. But then as soon as we get the ball, because the 5-4-1, the one up front will then be your other striker. So for me on my RTG, my player of the month, Griezmann, he will be the player which is staying up front. My cam and my two strikers, well, my cam and my striker, which I then have on comeback on defence, which is my Suker. That striker will go to the left midfield of a 5-4-1. And my cam will then go to the right midfield of a 5-4-1. So we have our back five, which is, of course, our left mid and right mid. And then our three centre-backs. The midfield four, which is then the striker on the left midfield. The two CDMs are the two central midfielders. And then the middle cam is then the right midfielder of the 5-4-1. Then when we get the ball, we go straight back into that 3-5-2 because we are on direct passing. So because of that, to make that happen as well, you are going to want to have your cam on comeback on defence and get into the box for cross as well. So, trying to simplify it for you. Imagine my Robert Pires and my Hakimi are next to my Hernandez and Diego Carlos on that little graphic for you right there. Ballack and Yaya Toure are stayed where they are, but then my Suker comes all the way back next to my Ballack, and then my Neymar comes all the way back next to my Yaya Toure. Very, very, very good. Remember what I said to you. This formation, the 3-5-2, is all about getting it right defensively. Going forward, it will take care of itself. It is such an overpowered and elite formation offensively. We don't need to worry about that aspect. Defensively is where we need to get this formation right. That then brings us nicely onto the left mid and the right mid. They are both on exactly the same thing. Come back on defence. Stay wide. The stay wide is very important. I want my left midfielder and my right midfielder to stay in them wide areas of the pitch. Get in behind and also get into the box for cross. Also as well, the get into the box for cross is very, very, very key. It really does provide us a good attacking outlet that we basically attack with all of our players going forward, and then we have our two CDMs just sitting there. Very, very, very good. Definitely something you need to look at using. The two CDMs, now, for starters, they are both on cover centre. So both my Michael Ballack and my Yaya Toure are on cover centre. What you then going to have to do is the more defensive-minded CDM that you have, the person that you think is better suited as a CDM, put that CDM, so for me, my Yaya Toure, on stay back while attacking. Very important. So one of your CDMs will stay back while attacking. Then your more attack-minded CDM, so for me, my Michael Ballack, have him on balanced attack. So they will get forward a little bit. They won't completely YOLO it right up front, but they will provide us a good attacking outlet from that CDM position. And then, of course, the other CDM will kind of just play in that Rodri role, that Boubacar Kamara role for Aston Villa. They won't venture far forward at all. The left CDM, imagine him as like Douglas Luiz or like Declan Rice for Arsenal. They will venture forward a little bit, but they won't be right up there, right up front. All three of my centre-backs are on completely default settings, so just stay back while attacking. And then last but not least, my goalkeeper is on comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. And that right there is my brand new updated 3-5-2 custom tactics video for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, please drop it a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you like these tactics? Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.